Hashtag no offense uses strong language and is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised. Hashtag no offense.
Woo! It's going down.
It's going down.
Oi. Welcome back, y'all. We're in the fucking mood this week.
I was going to sing my little jig, but I didn't have good timing.
Your little what?
My jig.
Oh, jig? Okay.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Hashtag No Offense. I am Chris, and I am joined by Tampa Two Titty Two Rings.
What's up?
And my lovely wife, the amazing Duchess.
Oh, my God. Hey.
Hi, hey.
Laying on thick tonight, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get you to stop rolling your eyes at me and being all fucking mean and shit.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
God damn it.
You should know by now.
Guys, welcome back. Let's kick this shit off.
Got a Guinness.
It is St. Patty's Day weekend, and I am Guinnessed the fuck out from my head to my toes.
Maybe from your beer bottle to your opener to
And
your
my glass. Yeah, it is Guinness time, baby. I love it. Got the corned beef in the fridge waiting to go for Sunday. It's all lucky ducky hoochie coochie up in this motherfucker. Got gold coins, got leprechaun dicks. Woo!
Leprechaun dicks.
Yes. You'll see.
I bet you
Those would be
little
kind of
fuckers
small,
are-
wouldn't they?
I was going to say, I bet you they'd be fucking like slanging.
Yeah.
They got magic, dude.
What does that dude from Kid Rock? He's 3 feet tall with a 10-foot dick or whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't fucking carry that shit in a wagon.
Shout out to Joe C. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ah, beautiful. Let's kick this shit off. What are you drinking, Jay?
I am drinking what you drank last week, the Funky Buddha French Toast.
Oh, you got
Double
breakfast
brown.
for dinner.
You digging it?
Yeah, it's real
Good?
good. Yeah.
Breakfast
Sweet.
for dinner. Man, that shit's potent too. When you crack it, it smells like fucking
Oh, yeah.
syrup and
Yeah.
shit.
It's delicious.
It's good. Funky Buddha always does good. What you got, baby? You got a beer?
My staple.
Oh, you just
My
drinking?
coconut rum, Sprite, orange juice, and lime.
Oh, white
I don't
trash
want to drink all
queen.
your... Rude.
Out of that
I don't wanna
plastic
drink-
Dickies cup.
That's all fucking faded out and shit. I made me a big drink so I didn't have to get a refill, bitch.
I love you. Let's hit some sponsors.
Yep.
This episode and every episode of the Hashtag No Offense Show is sponsored by Adam and Eve. Go to adamandeve.com and save 50% on just about any item. And when you select your 50% item, you'll also receive 3 free adult DVDs. What are they, Jason? Fire and Ice, Big Titty Sluts 7,
Yeah, I don't remember.
Cream in my eye, fucking
Butt pirate.
Butt Pirates. Remember that Pirates DVD we wanted? It was like $70.
Yeah.
It was like a theatrical movie.
I think it's when Pirates of
My
the
mom
Caribbean
went,
came out.
It wasn't all that.
It was like, oh, you seen it?
No.
I've seen parts
Who
of
are
it.
you talking
Oh,
to?
excuse
He's
me.
the porno king, all right? You've
Is that in
seen
that
it.
bag? Is that in that bag you gave me? Porno claws?
No,
He
it is
kept that
not.
one. Are you serious?
No,
That's not a
no.
giveaway item.
No.
That's not a giveaway item. Where did
Well,
we see that? At the Todd when we went the one time?
hell yeah, we were at the Todd porno store in Tampa.
I was just watching going, man, I bet they just look like they stank, because they were like pirates.
The women?
Like,
Yeah.
well, all of them, just because they were all sweaty and like, yeah.
really?
Like, it was just baby oil, but still, it's kind
Just
of like,
look nasty.
it's like, come on, take a shower.
And then fuck in the shower.
Got that, what'd you call it? Sour dick?
Yeah, it's nasty. I could taste it.
Ew, don't do it. No, you can't.
No. Well, that means you've had it before. If she can taste it,
Well,
she knows what it's like.
We've come home sometimes really drunk after a long night out or whatever, and
Day at the beach.
get some
suck that red tie right off me.
like big fucking crunching and shit, all sand.
Ah,
No, we go out at the bars or whatever, come home and get like nasty drunk fuck or whatever, and
that's my
I
favorite.
don't even care. And then next day I'm like,
Nasty drunk fuck.
nasty.
It's my favorite.
I know. He's like, we should have got you some Mai Tais. I'm like, never doing those again.
Till 2 days later.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are.
those are my rooflins. I don't remember half the shit that happens after that.
Exactly.
I'm like, why am I shitting sideways?
Chris is like, best night ever.
And I got a black eye and shit.
I just like to smack you a little bit. I never did close fists.
Yet.
Yeah.
So get your pornos with your 50% item, and you'll even get some free shipping when you go to adamandeve.com. Use our code word HTNOS at checkout. That's HTNOS at adamandeve.com. We are also sponsored by Hemp Bombs CBD, local Tampa CBD company Hemp Bombs. Hemp Bombs are specifically formulated to provide consumers with a quality CBD product at an affordable price. Hemp Bombs contain 99% pure CBD isolate with 0% THC and are legal in all 50 states.
Get your shit now.
The many benefits of these hemp bombs include reduced anxiety, increased sense of relaxation, reduction of aches and pains, mood enhancement, and deeper, more restful sleep.
It definitely works.
You've been on them too?
Yeah, I haven't done the oil yet, but the gummies, they definitely do it.
And I passed out some of the people at my work, and I'm dumb because I'm like passing out these baggies and it had 900 milligrams on it. I didn't realize that was a total bottle amount. I thought it was like per gummy, but it's only 25 milligrams per gummy. So when you go on the website...
You're the worst drug dealer ever, Nancy.
Well, and
I know.
I think they might have different milligrams.
No, they
per
do. They do.
bottles
They do,
stuff
and
too.
then they also have high potency ones
Yeah,
for the gummies.
I think they sent us the high potency.
Yeah, we got
ones,
the highest of all the
They
ones to
definitely,
sample.
yeah, they
They hooked
definitely
us up.
work.
I like to share the wealth.
Well, I think they probably looked at the show and they seen how big we are, and they're like, they need the most milligrams. They got fucking metabolisms to fight.
Right?
Oh, I thought you meant like popular. I'm like, okay, putting that shit out there, but you meant
No,
fat.
he's saying
No,
we're fat.
I meant we are large gentlemen.
Well, I'm not too small myself.
You're a lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to talk about my weight because I'm a lady.
Yeah, fucking Brie Larson.
I like to eat.
Oh, what did
Sorry.
Bree say?
Nothing good about men.
She hates white men. Don't see my movies.
She do. We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Hemp Bombs
She
coming
into
up.
the Black Panther? Is that what I do?
What'd you say?
She into the Black Panther?
To review her movies.
No, I think she's just into hating everything.
Oh, she's one of those.
She's
people?
one of those.
She's a see you next Tuesday.
What? Nah.
Faux show.
Maybe. I don't know.
A little bit.
I can't wait to find out what this is all about.
Stay tuned.
Hemp Bombs come in a variety of different products, including oils, e-liquids, gummies, and suckers, like we just talked about. Capsules, if you just want to pop a pill, fucking you could do that. Syrup.
They got shit for your dog.
for your
Yeah.
pets. Hell yeah. They got
Fucking firework dogs for 4th of July coming up. It would help with the stress of the
for
fireworks
sure.
and stuff.
No, yeah, for sure. Calm them bitches down.
But I got some good feedback on the suckers too, the Jolly Bombs.
Yeah.
People were digging those. So
You really?
yeah, this one guy that I work with, he's a bigger dude, and he told me he takes 6 to 9 Advil or Aleve a day, and I gave him a sample of the gummies, and he didn't have to take shit all weekend.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you're probably saving that dude's liver, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He
So
was going to die, and you're coming in and saving him.
Right?
he texted me and was like, "What was the website again?" So I gave it to him and stuff. So he bought.
Did you
some
give him the
shit.
code word?
Yeah, of course I did. So he bought some shit.
Well, hey, Mr. Aleve guy, we're happy to help. And for anyone else that's taking 6 to 9 Aleve a day, please don't do that. And go to hempbombs.com and use code word HTNOS for 20% off your entire order.
Do it the all-natural way.
HTNOS
Yeah,
at
for sure.
hempbombs.com.
Word.
And as always, our staple, Spunk Lube.
Get your fuck on. It's just short and sweet. Smell like slime.
Yeah, you fucking snickered over me. I thought you had something to add.
No.
Okay.
I
Put some
think she's-
slippery on your dickery.
She must be thinking about that Spunk Lube night from a couple days ago, I think.
I was like,
If it was a couple days ago, it wasn't with me, homeboy.
I we had an appraiser come to the house, and that was
What?
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 Spunk Lube with an appraiser coming to the house.
What?
We had an appraiser come to the house, and I'm cleaning up or whatever, and he had the Spunk Lube under the little side table that we got. I was like, oh, better put that under the sink.
Yeah, put it on top of the table.
I was going to say, just put it right there on the counter. Just bam.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. He
That's-
probably would have used it too. Not on me. No, just saying.
What are you just saying?
I think she's saying he would have masturbated in your bathroom.
Pump and dump.
Hey.
All pump and dump.
If it
You
increased,
just hear coming from the...
that's fucking gross, dog. Don't do that.
That was a good sound effect, and I like your whatever that was. How he made it with his mouth.
Yeah, just pull that. You never, like, that's something I
No.
learned as a kid, like when you were always...
We were
Sucking
just,
dick.
What? No. No, but like when you were, I don't know, when I was a young, no, I'm trying to think how young, when I was probably maybe
middle school,
14 or something, or 13, I remember, guys be like, yeah, that's what it sounds like when you're fucking, they're like.
I've never done that, where I was like.
Yeah.
Y'all are both retarded.
It'd sound even better if I didn't have a dip in my lip, but oh well.
That shit is
Fucking the Tin Man? Oil crown. Oil crown.
I'm all stiff.
That's what the Tin Man needed, huh?
Shout out to the podcast homies at the Inner Circle Podcast Network. Check us out at Inner Circle PN on Twitter and Instagram. We're holding it down with our homeboys Simmons and Moore. Shit Happens When You Party Naked, The Plunge, and The Hood Diner.
Hey.
We're doing shit. Check out Comedy is Dead. Our second episode dropped this past week on our feed as a bonus episode. It was fucking good time with some of the other guys, and we're mixing it up.
Yeah, I listened, and I really enjoyed it. Y'all talked about some controversial things and had really good takes on it. So
we are controversial.
I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you, baby.
Good. You're a good host.
I'll let you know what I think after I listen to it.
I said you could take that part out because I don't want people to think I like you.
Oh God. we have an image to uphold.
You just see that I'm so mean to you all the time, so you gotta take that part out.
You are. We got an image to uphold.
I'm so rotten.
You are rotten. So yeah, St. Pat's, guys. I love this weekend. I love this time of year. It's my favorite.
Because you're 33.3%.
It's when I embrace my third. I embrace my fucking third and go deep.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got that red beard going on.
I do. It's my thing. I love it.
I mean, I got the tattoo, so that's how I. That's how I roll.
That's how you represent.
Yeah.
What percentage are you? Are you something?
Yeah, a small.
Small.
Maybe I should get a shamrock on my butt cheek and they'll put "kiss me" on it.
I'll do it too.
That'd be funny.
You know what? One of my favorite things about this time of year is that it's an excuse to play one of my favorite internet videos. Yes.
Uh-oh. Oh, I know where you're going with this.
My favorite internet. See, I've got a handful of maybe about 5 that I just love. And no matter how many times I've seen them, I can keep playing them. They're just fucking, they're gold, It's
probably a crackhead.
It's this one.
That's him up in the tree.
Well, y'all are spoiling it.
Nobody knows.
It's this one. The one with the dog on the beach. Oh, he don't mind nobody. Now your feet's all wet, dog. Come over here, Joby.
Yeah. Oh, no, Joby, you shitting in the sand. Oh, no, Joby.
That's probably my all-time favorite. I love that one the best.
Funny.
This one's up there, though. Let me pull this one up just so we can take a look at it.
That's might be a redneck
That's
from
just
the ghetto.
like audio gold, man. I don't know.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun. NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Johnson.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun and say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead.
Yeah, that's my girl. Got a hold of the wrong stuff.
Get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic.
He's wearing a bulletproof vest, dude.
Dressed like a militia, dude.
He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off smells right here. This is
that's why.
A piece of PVC with holes in it?
Thousands of years ago from my
that's his leprechaun flute.
Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know what it goes.
Yeah, he looked like Little John.
Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
People will do anything for a pot of gold. I mean, anything.
You know what I like? I like the amateur sketch of the leprechaun. It looks like somebody got a really good look at it and got that good drawing out there.
Who did that? I want to know who sketched that.
I don't know. Maybe Brian sketched it.
Like your mama, bitch.
That was a good story.
Dude, it looked like a 3-month-old sketched it.
So, did you guys ever hear the song?
No.
The song is great.
Oh, I can imagine how great it is.
We're gonna go there next. Because when I was pulling it up, I found this first, and I was like, "Holy shit! I should have known they did one of these."
Of course.
Crowds are
Is
coming
it an
by the
auto-tune?
dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish
Is that a real
folklore.
person on the
I
left?
said, what's Rivers doing over there?
I wanna know where to go. I want to go. Give me the go.
Leprechaun could be a crackhead. He got hold of the wrong stuff.
I wanna know where to go. I want to go. Give me the go. I'm gonna run back or uproot that tree. I want to go. It look like a leprechaun to me. Look up in the tree. It look like a leprechaun to me.
Could be a crackhead.
Oh, see the leprechaun say yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
Whoa, see
I love when he smiles at the end, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He's like, you know.
I wanna know where to go. I want to go. Give me the go.
If you wanna go, better learn how to catch me. If you wanna catch me, better learn how to sketch me.
All right, bitch, try a little harder. Goddamn.
Spells right here. Special leprechaun flute passed down from thousands of years ago. From my great-great-grandfather, who was Irish. I just can't help all.
I wanna know where to go. I want to go.
Dude, I want this on my phone so I can listen to it all the time.
Got hold of the wrong stuff.
I wanna know where to go. I want to go.
Give me the go.
I wanna run back or uproot that tree. I want to go.
I love this excuse
What?
to be able to play that shit. That's
Oh,
one of my
yeah.
all times. That's one of my all times.
That is
It's
amazing.
the little things in life, man, that just
Right.
give you that little bit of joy.
That song's going in my rotation. I always fucking talk about once a year and shit. I want to go.
That's where the
Give me
baby
the
gets
go.
that shit from. He got in the car the other day and asked me if I could play Christmas music. I said
Yeah.
no.
What?
No, absolutely
You
not.
give that baby whatever he wants.
No.
That's how it works.
Give him some Rudolph.
Rooflins.
Yeah, get that baby some roofies.
Put him to sleep.
Let's go to Florida, guys.
Already? All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Woo, doggy. Hey, Beatrice.
Yeah?
Get your ass in here. These no offense boys about to do welcome to Florida again.
Let me grab the natty.
Oh, shit, and I thought my family was fucked up.
So, I have a little bit of bad news.
What's that?
Live PD has announced that they will no longer be in Pasco County with our boys.
What?
I know, I did see that.
The Pasco County Sheriff's Office will be saying goodbye to the cameras of Live PD.
I wonder why they decided to not do it anymore.
Well,
Probably because they had 2 mayors go down.
Oh, shit.
that wasn't Pasco, though, was it?
That was Pasco.
Oh,
Was it Pasco?
It was Pasco.
Oh.
Maybe, I was going to say, maybe people are trying to get on TV.
Well, I said that. I thought that was, perpetuating it or whatever. But a tweet from the Pasco County Sheriff's Office Twitter page says, after nearly 2 years on Live PD, tonight is our final live night with the show. We're honored to join you each Friday and Saturday night for the last 2 years and highlight the great work our men and women do here in Pasco County. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just going somewhere else that's equally as fucked up, like that place exists.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of towns in Florida
True.
that they could follow.
They would have to stay here for at least one, Like,
I
there's
would
got to be a
think.
resident
What's the worst county?
Pasco.
No. Then we're fucked.
Y'all fucked up.
It was funny because, the thing I was saying about that mayor is one of the mayors, I don't remember why, he was already in jail, but he was colluding
He was
with...
selling drugs.
Is that what it was? He was colluding with the new mayor to try to get leniency towards his
Sentence? Oh, my God.
So then that mayor, the new mayor, got arrested.
You can't
Oh
write
my
that
God.
shit.
No.
You can't write that shit.
Their mugshots are funny, too, because they're all like...
Bug-eyed and shit.
Yeah.
Only in Pasco.
Well, first one I picked out for you guys tonight. We're in Castleberry, Florida, which is about as Florida as you can fucking get.
Dingleberry, what?
That's exactly what I thought.
Florida man in a Spider-Man mask steals bottles from a liquor store.
They didn't want anybody to recognize him. Everybody knows. He's like, I'm the friendly hate neighborhood Spider-Man. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me.
The Spider-Man mask hastily purchased at a thrift store wasn't enough to keep one Florida man from being identified at a burglary at the liquor store. Deputies recently nabbed Edward Fast Eddie Wilburn
Wasn't too fast.
after he stole bottles and cigarettes from a liquor store in unincorporated Castleberry. Surveillance video from the store shows Wilburn with his face covered in a Spider-Man mask, grabbing multiple bottles and putting them into boxes before running away.
It was just the mask.
Yes.
That's a shame.
The mask might have worked if Wilburn hadn't originally approached the store without the mask first.
With the same clothes.
Yes.
Well, and they also said this place is in unincorporated, meaning that this is probably the only store
Yeah.
Oh my
in this
gosh.
town.
The deputy that responded says, "To me, it was just a matter of absolute surprise that he would walk up to the door first, try to break in, then it starts clicking in his head that, oh, I might get recognized if I do this without a mask on." The initial attempt didn't stop him from going through with the crime, though. Deputies said he left the scene, went to a local secondhand store, found the mask, and returned to commit the burglary.
Wow.
Once deputies realized who was behind the mask, they were able to track Wilburn to a neighborhood known for its drug activity. Deputy says, Eddie's a narcotics user. Eddie uses heroin. Eddie uses meth, and he steals to feed his habit.
That sounds like a childhood story.
It so fucking does, dude. I want to know who the deputy is, man.
Yeah.
Wilburn was arrested on charges of burglary of an occupied structure, grand theft, and committing a third-degree felony while wearing a mask.
You think you want to dress up like Venom at least, like a villain.
That wouldn't change anything.
No, I know, but Spider-Man's a good guy. You don't want to...
You know what I think? He was wearing a red T-shirt in the surveillance film, so maybe he just wanted to match. Like, that was his outfit. Yeah, everything had to be fucking matching. Gotta get my robbery suit fresh, dude.
He just went next door to the dollar store.
You're right, though, dude. Fucking, he's in a small, unincorporated town and shit where everybody probably knows everybody anyway. And he goes up to the only store with no mask on, and he's like, oh, shit.
They gonna recognize me.
He goes back in the same fucking clothes, just with a mask on.
If you dumb enough.
Yeah.
Well, he was.
Oh, well, let's take it to the next one. Right here in our backyard in Bradenton, Florida cop used his police database like a dating website.
What?
Officer, and I don't know how to pronounce this name, so I'm going to do my best, okay?
We know you will.
Leonel?
Brevard.
Leonel? It's Leon with an O and L behind it. Is that Leonel?
Lionel?
It's Lionel.
No, there's no I. Leonel.
I still say Lionel.
Whatever. But his last name...
Yeah, maybe they just didn't know how to spell.
His last name was Marines. Is that like Marinus? His name is
Marines, like the Marines?
Like the Marines. Lionel Marines. Or maybe Lionel Marinus. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
He was a 12-year employee of the Bradenton Police Department at any rate. Authorities say he misused his access to law enforcement resources to contact around 150 women against their consent.
Oh, so he was using it to, like...
check out hotties.
Like, he's like, oh, I remember this one. Let me look her up and get her contact
I think he was
info.
just looking like at the fucking intake photos.
Or whatever.
You know what I mean? Like, they get all snapped. And this is I didn't intend this, but this is a good sidebar. On Twitter, I follow this handle called Mugshotties. Are you
Like
familiar?
shoddy?
Yeah, like shoddy. It's Mugshotties, like
But
mug
it's all
shots,
hotties,
and
I'm
it's all hot
assuming.
chicks. And
Okay.
it'd be like this one's fucking got DUI, and her makeup's all runny, but you can tell she's cute normally.
Yeah,
and shit.
like-
Like she just had a dick too far in her throat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Your
I
eyes
don't
water
know.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Stop.
I like the ones that are super hot and it says like domestic dispute or whatever. I'm like,
shit.
yes. But yeah, he was using this like his own mug shotties.
He was like, how many times did this bitch get arrested on sucking dicks? I'm going to hit her up.
Maybe he did. Maybe he was like solicitation and shit.
Prostitution.
Oh, like,
Solicitation.
you got one more strike, so
Yeah.
let's...
Strike these
Let's
dicks.
swear. Yeah.
You want to get out of jail free card? Mm-hmm.
He found their social media accounts, called them on the phone, and even visited their homes under the guise of police business. Once he knocked on the door of a girl who lived with her parents, demanding to the couple that he speak to their daughter about a domestic matter. They wisely refused to let him in.
Wow.
What's he going to do? Rape her? He
Possibly.
just wants to talk to her.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he just want to holler.
I mean, if the
I
parents
wanna
come to the
talk to
door,
you.
that should be kind of your, like, if you're in the right frame of mind, that's when you're like, okay, well, I'll skip this one. You know what I mean? Like, oh, sorry, wrong house or something. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
nah, that's,
I wonder how old she was.
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
has something to do with it, too. She can make her own decisions, Dad. Maybe she wanted to suck that dick.
Oh, maybe. I mean, some people that are in their late 20s still live at home or 30s.
Right, that's what I mean. I
Or
don't know.
30s.
I I mean, shit, I would have if my parents would have been living down here when I moved back down
I
here.
would right now.
Right? No, you wouldn't.
No, yeah. Bradenton Police Chief Melanie Bevan said at a press conference that he often targeted Hispanic women first, and he was sometimes successful. At first, Marines,
I think Marine S, if he's hitting up
He might be
Spanish
Hispanic
women.
himself.
Yeah, you're right. See, you're a detective, not me.
I'm a woman.
Marinas was put on desk duty, but he later was placed on unpaid administrative leave and stripped of his badge, gun, and uniforms. He has since resigned.
Well, yeah, it makes sense now.
Well, that was the last thing he was stripped of.
I guess as long as he's not looking through the juvenile records, I mean.
That's called like a misuse of power, baby.
Well, no, it is.
Misappropriation of fucking tax dollars. How
Could
about
be
that?
worse.
It's been a couple weeks. I didn't know if you were going to continue on that.
That's her new tagline.
She's actually running for president in 2020 with
Against Joe
could be
B.
worse against Joe B. Because Joe B had a line in Comedy is Dead that she latched onto and took for his campaign slogan, where Joe B said, "I'd have just raped her.
I'd rather just rape her.
I'd rather just rape her."
So I said we're going to be running mates.
You're going to be mates or going against each other?
Oh, against each other.
I said mates because your fucking slogans kind of line up, but
Yeah, I guess you're right. But then who we run against? Camacho, the liberal?
I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to find somebody of equal or greater fucking power.
Ain't nobody out there equal or greater than me, bitch.
Oh, no. You heard it here first.
It's always International Women's Day around her.
Duchess 2020.
Right?
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Moving on down to Bonita Springs, where a Florida woman
To
threatened...
what?
Bonita Springs.
Okay.
The fuck do you think I said?
No, all right. No, you were correct.
Bonita is a fish.
Is it a large fish?
Bone eater?
Bonita.
Bone eater?
You bone and eater?
A bone eater?
a bone eater?
Oh, that's-
Oh, shit. We talking about serial killers?
No, I meant bone, like
Like a
hard
boner
on.
eater?
Like bone eater?
You guys are seriously retarded tonight.
I'm like, Jason's a fucking hyena over here eating bones and shit.
I don't know what either of you are saying.
Bonita.
I don't know. But just keep going.
Proceed.
Moving on down to Bonita Springs. Florida woman threatens a hair salon with a machete and then poops in the patrol car.
What did it have kindness written on it?
It was not confirmed or denied if this was actually kindness making its
Second
sequel.
return.
Yeah, making its sequel performance.
It was his cousin's stupidness.
Hey, stupidness, can you hand me another one of them Guinness, please?
Yeah. With Shathid.
Yes. Now, this is fucked up name night for me because I'm...
Every night is fucked up name night.
No, this is really fucked up
this
name night.
Terrible.
This woman has 4 fucking names and I don't know why.
They're probably all normal.
No, well, maybe.
Carla.
No. Customers and the owner
I
of...
thought that was the name.
Yes. Name your baby customers.
Well, you don't ever hear of a John White doing something bad.
Well, and he's like, this is a fucked up name night. And then he starts saying customers. I'm like,
I'll
that is
get
a fucked
there.
up name.
Customers and the owner of Jean Nicole Hair Salon told deputies that they feared for their life when Tracy Denise George Sirleaf approached the shop.
That seems normal.
Yeah, it's just somebody that wanted to give them like a fucking grandpa's name in there,
That's
like
Southern for
George
sure.
or something, and then
That's a Southern name.
Sirleaf. That's kind of different.
It's like surname,
That's
but
a
they're like,
hyphen.
that's taken.
That's a hyphen.
It's Sir hyphen
Oh.
no,
Leaf.
George hyphen Sirleaf.
All right, that's stupid.
that's
Proceed.
I don't know.
I don't agree with the hyphens.
Tracy Denise George Sirleaf approached the shop, machete in hand, Monday evening. It started around 5:30 when Miss George Sirleaf became unhinged and grabbed her things and left the shop. She went to her car but came back moments later in a rage and threw herself against the glass window.
Were the titties out?
Don't believe so.
That'd be funny.
She went back to her car again, but this time returned wielding a machete. The shop owner locked the door as she approached, and other customers dialed 911 as she swung the weapon through the air.
Who has a machete in their car?
A bitch that's about that life.
I guess.
But now think about it just for a second. Like, just think you're sitting there working, your coworker just gets off work or whatever it is. Next thing you know, you see them throw themselves against the glass.
Right.
And then they go back and get a machete. Like, what do you got to be thinking? Like what's going through your mind?
I'm going to die.
I think she was a customer.
Oh, she was a customer?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, she was obviously unhappy with the service.
I was going to say, apparently she didn't like those bangs up front.
Something was not to her liking. Deputy said she got within 7 or 8 feet of the door before she changed direction, setting her eyes on the owner's truck, implying that she would hit it. There were 2 Labrador retrievers inside the truck at the time.
Oh no!
Don't hurt the puppies.
I don't. That was just a random little bit of information. There.
Oh, so they didn't say like the dogs were sliced.
They
or
were
anything?
just chilling in the car, and she was like, "I'm gonna cut your car and them dogs." Deputy arrived and ordered her to drop the sword, repeating the command several times before she complied.
Mm-hmm.
She was handcuffed and placed in the patrol car for questioning. Unfortunately, that's when nature called, and the suspect defecated inside the unit.
Oh no! You know that happens all the time too. Like,
does it? You think?
I mean, I saw the live PD one time where the person shit right in front of the cop car on the road.
I remember.
I think I saw that
I watched
one
it
too.
live when it happened.
He watched it live and then sent that message to every fucking buddy.
Oh my god!
Because I took a picture of the doo-doo on the ground.
You did. I remember you showed me that message.
And the cop was all in disgrace. But then I was like, at least they didn't do it in your fucking car.
Right. Well, that's.
But I've seen them piss in their cars
That's
and
probably
stuff.
why they got leather seats and shit.
Now,
yeah, it is.
Now, is that out of like spite? Like, is that like a belligerent thing? You think
that person was wasted? They were wasted.
So they
The
had
one
no
that shit in front of the car.
Yeah,
they had no control over their facilities.
Hey, that happens sometimes. I don't give a fuck. My whole life's the internet, so whatever. You say whatever you want about me. And I'll be like, could be worse. 1 in 20, bitch.
Hey, is that what you say about shitting in this car? Could have been worse.
I'd say what I always say: bitches be crazy.
Bitches do be crazy though too. I got one more for you, and this one, it's not really like a Florida story, but it's something that I want to talk about because I want to get your opinion, and it's more like a female male thing. Okay. I want to get you guys' take on this.
All right.
We're in Miami. I don't know why I said it that way. We're in Miami.
Because you think about Will Smith.
I did not.
Welcome to
Bienvenidos,
Miami.
Ami.
Yeah.
I just think my tongue didn't work, but
It works fine.
We are in Thank you. We are in Miami. Female jail employee sues the Miami-Dade County over inmate masturbation.
Nope.
Oh, so she's a worker.
Nope.
And she's suing because of what, the masturbation going on?
Yes.
Was it Louis C.K.?
I mean, where else are they going to do it?
Well, yeah. Well, let me present it for you. Behind bars, male inmates masturbating in front of female employees is so common that there's a word for it. It's called gunning.
Okay.
Seneca
Get
Valdez.
out of the way of the bullets.
Yeah,
Duck and cover, bitch.
Could you imagine standing at the side of the cell and just seeing stuff?
You know what I would do? I would stare at them and make them as uncomfortable as possible because.
You think
all
they
right,
give a fuck?
That would not make them uncomfortable.
Yeah. You think
Okay,
they
well
give a
then
fuck?
I would help them out. I mean, I feel bad you're behind bars. I'm sure you're a criminal, but let me help you just go quicker so I don't have to watch it any longer.
You are a goddamn saint.
Proceed with your story because I got an opinion.
Seneca Valdez, a counselor in Miami-Dade County's Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center, says she experienced it repeatedly on the job, along with vulgar comments and gestures.
Duh.
Exactly. When she told her supervisors about the problem, her concerns fell on deaf ears.
Duh.
Now she's suing Miami-Dade, claiming that jail leaders failed to address sexual harassment of female employees by inmates, treating it as an inherent part of the job.
Yep.
Valdez began working for the Corrections Department in July of 2016. She was initially assigned to the pretrial detention center before being moved to the Turner Guilford Correction Center, like the actual jail.
Mm-hmm.
As part of her job, Valdez was required to have daily face-to-face contact with inmates.
Mm-hmm.
She says while she worked, inmates exposed themselves to her on the reg and used derogatory words for women. Fucking duh, it's a jail.
Yeah, what
And
else
it's a
do you
male
expect?
jail.
Her attempts to remedy the situation were either ignored or refused by her higher-ups. She asked permission to use an inner path through the jail rather than to go around the narrow perimeter that ran through the cells. Nurses were allowed to use the alternative path, but her request was denied, exacerbating the issue.
That's your fucking job.
Valdez also asked, yeah, you're right. Valdez also asked for a radio, walkie-talkie, or panic button that would help calm her concerns. That request was also unfulfilled. Valdez,
As it should be.
whose job was, at the Corrections Department ended early in July 2017, says she's suffered emotional distress and embarrassment. She's seeking damages and a judgment declaring the county's actions for violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits employers from discriminating against employees on the basis of sex, race, color, national origin, or religion. Now, what is your take?
My take is that she's in an all-male prison. She's a female officer. She knows she was fucking getting into. If you don't like it, go to a women's prison.
If you don't like it, don't work
The
there.
nurses get
She'll see him rubbing one out. And she's like,
Right.
just rubbing
I'd
their
be like,
hand.
yeah, you want to see? Fucking, you know. But
That's-
then the nurses get special routes because they're not there to work as she is with the inmates.
Yeah.
Like they're there to treat them.
Yeah, she's there to mix it up and fucking keep the peace.
She's there to keep the peace. The nurses aren't there for that. They don't have to be subjected to that. That's part of your job.
Fucking A. And that's why I think that her case is bullshit, because she wasn't denied employment based on her sex.
Exactly.
She was hired, but she also knew what the fuck she was getting into, because you're applying to work for a jail. You know what a fucking jail is. My kid knows what jail means. My kid knows jail means butt fucking because you were bad. That's
you know
what it
what?
means.
I'd rather some guy doing that than pissing or throwing shit at me.
Yeah, you could have got doo-doo in your eye.
And I'm sure that, I mean, I know that happens in jail, so it's
And
like...
there'd be another fucking lawsuit if she didn't get hired because she was a woman.
Yeah, my whole thing is, that. It's like, okay, I'm all for women, like, wanting to try to do any job.
Ooh, you said try.
Oh,
shit,
is that
don't freak
is that
him
bad?
out.
Now I'm all worried about what I
I'm
said.
sorry.
him out.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Well, no, that's
Women
I
do
guess
them,
if you
it's
think
a male job.
I mean, yeah, they would have to, try to do it or whatever. I'm not saying they can't do it, but I'm all for them, doing whatever job that a male can do or whatever that. But you also got to understand the type of job you're getting into,
Right.
like you said. Like,
if I was going to go into a male profession, I would go into electrician because that's a predominantly male, like something not a jail.
I mean,
mechanic or something like that.
Well, and if you think about it, even nurses in hospitals and stuff see that kind of shit. Like, what's the difference? Like,
right.
I mean, I understand she probably sees it a lot more because she's in a jail, but it's like they only have so many places they can do it.
Well, I would say the difference in that scenario is that she's among like the fucking worst of society.
Sure.
She's with, fucking thieves and rapists and killers and
Yeah.
fucking everything else, and they're jerking off and calling her a fucking cocksucking
Well,
whore
and they call
versus
it-
being at the hospital, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I'm not trying to compare the two,
No.
so to speak. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Well, with them calling it gunning, I think that they do that shit on purpose to
Yeah.
get to her. So if you
Oh, it's a psychological
That's
thing.
what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, if you just be like, all right, I'm going to sit here and watch you finish, and move on to the next one. You know what I mean? I would make a joke out of it, but I'm also a lot different than a lot of.
You are
women.
very, I've been calling you anti-feminist, and that's really not accurate because you're not, it's not that you don't respect women's rights
Right.
or whatever. It's more that you're a realist, or, you've got fucking, you got the common senseness about you where you realize that, it's not a team thing, if anything,
I'm
it's
not going to
fucking
put
team
myself
people.
in a situation that I feel like it would put me in a bad situation.
Yeah, fucking A.
You could
And
apply
that's-
for any, I don't know with county jobs, if you, like, say you're going to be a corrections officer, do you apply to certain jails? Like, I don't know that. Maybe that's just the one that she got assigned. I'm not sure how that works. But if you thought that it was going to be an issue, then maybe go to the board and be like, I'm not comfortable being assigned to this jail. Is there anything that you can do? And if they say, hey, you got to stick it out for 6 months and then we'll move you, then that's what you got to do. But I feel like there were steps that she could take
Well, and here's
before it got to that point.
Here's the only thing that I would have liked to have seen happen is that she told them that she didn't feel safe or whatever, and she wanted just a fucking walkie-talkie to call for help if something jumped off or whatever, and they said no. How hard is it to get a walkie-talkie? She should have a fucking walkie-talkie communication anyway. She's a
should have
goddamn
one.
jail
Yeah, you're
guard.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, give her a fucking walkie-talkie. But I don't know that they were making it hard on her to try to make her quit. I don't fucking know.
Right.
You can
Well, they
read into
probably-
anything.
They probably just, they're in their cells. It's not like she's in the great room and they're just all jerking off at the cafeteria. They're behind bars. What's exactly going to pop off? Like, they'll get closer to the bar and the jizz gets through it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you get a little bit of cum on your shoe. Could be worse.
She should just be like, how's that asshole feeling? Because if it's a little tight, I bet I can have Mandingo come over here and help you out.
Yeah, that's another route to go. Is like you become friends with like the biggest burly guy, bring him fucking cigs and shit,
Be like,
and anybody
yeah.
that fucks with you, he can ass rape him in the shower.
There.
That's
Or-
a good idea.
Or it's like Orange is the New Black, and the guards fuck the prisoners any fucking way. I mean, it was
I
reverse. It was a
if I
male
was a
guard.
female
and,
prisoner, I'd fuck the guards.
I'm sure you fucking would.
Oh yeah, I'd fuck all them guards.
I'm sure you would. What do you got to lose? Right?
Right. Well, I wouldn't. Well, and then the one got pregnant, so that sucks. But
Yeah. And she turned up on a movie. What were we watching? She turned up on.
What do they do with them babies? I guess they go into
they go
the system.
to
Yeah.
to the parent. Well, she was
She
gonna
was
go to
giving
them.
hers up for adoption for like a payday.
Just because she didn't want her mom to see it or to raise it because her mom was fucked up too.
She had like a rich white lady come
they
in
have
to
a-
like take it or whatever.
Do they have the chance of getting the kid when they get out? I didn't know how all that
I
works.
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I
if
guess
they get out.
petition for it or something. I don't know what I don't know what we were watching.
It was the Russian doll.
Yeah, it was
she
the
was
Russian
the
doll.
chicken Russian doll. Have you seen that? That's pretty decent. It's on Netflix.
It's basically Groundhog Day, but
It's got that chick from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
basically
saw a
Groundhog
preview,
Day,
but I haven't seen it.
she dies
It's
a
okay.
lot.
No, don't tell me.
And she comes back.
Well, that's the premise of the show.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
even in the preview. She dies and she comes back in the same bathroom since she does things different every day.
Mm.
And then eventually she meets somebody else that's doing it, and then they're trying to figure out like why it's happening.
Well, hey, there's the baby out of bed, so let's take a break.
That motherfucker.
I heard little footsteps.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey folks, Big E here with some breaking news. My podcast, Karaok Big E, was just named the #1 karaoke podcast of all time. Don't believe me? Well, you shouldn't. That category definitely does not exist. My co-host Kevmo and I are in a league of our own when it comes to podcasts. So why don't you check out the world's best, well, probably only, karaoke podcast, Karaok Big E. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever else you get your podcast. Or you can check us out at karaokebige.com. Come on by every Tuesday and give us a listen. And remember, you can't be a star if you don't shine.
God damn it, Beatrice.
What?
Why is this answering machine lighting up like the 4th of July?
Probably them dumbasses trying to call the HTNOS show.
Well, why would we be getting their voicemails?
Cause they dumbasses, dumbass.
Well, damn it, why don't you just hit the button then?
Yes, Dale Jr.
It's your boy Joe B of the NE Podcast. Just want to let you know this is an HTNOS exclusive NE Podcast coming to you live on YouTube March 27th. If you ain't subscribed, get subscribed. You better be checking this shit out. Be on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all that noise, Podcoin, all of it. Check it out. So, March 27th, put it on your calendars and tell me to fuck off, whatever you want to do. I don't really care. It's all fine. Might be the last week that I spit these bars for you. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm not really sure what I want to do in the next phase of my life. Anyways, yeah, so here we go. Bonjour, je m'appelle Monsieur Boulet. Comment ça va? You parlez-vous français? No, well, I switch that way that I be spitting that game, spitting that fire at anyone in my way. You better dip, dodge, duck, dive, or get hit with them trays that were meant for Adam Simmons. Yeah, I said you by name. See, I heard you call me out, dog. This shit is okay, because I plug that in a circle and murk you with a jab to your brain, hook to your frame, a single leg past your guard, then them elbows will rain. They grind and pound, lay you down, till her beam waves it away. Raises my hand and caboose buffer be saying, and new champion is made. I'm just playing. I love you. Hashtag safety C. Y'all know what it is. 27 rings. We out here. I think I said it all. Yeah. Have fun. Have a good weekend. Happy St. Patty's Day. Peace, y'all. Bobby, I'm coming down with some blenders, dog. We're going to be drinking.
1 out of 5, 1 out of 5. This is Boner Killer Actual. Be on high alert. I repeat, high alert. Silly gooses in the kitchen. Please close all pantry doors and secure the latches and safety valves of all high-quality alcohol containment devices. We have approximately 2 titties and 2 rings operating in this vicinity. Copy that, Boner Killer Actual. This is 10-4-2-9er. This is Father, Sister, Brother, Dad. Be advised, reports of noxious gases and undesirable smells being generated in and around the Busch Gardens of Tampa Bay. Please use caution when entering the area of operation. In conjunction with reports of the multitude of methamphetamine-driven zombies in the AO, there has been reports of human-shaped lunchboxes ravaging stacks of space cookies and walking amongst the crowd like some sort of space potato. Father, Sister, Brother, Dad, did you just say space potato? Copy that. Boner Killer Actual. I did, in fact, say a space potato. Copy that. Father, Sister, Brother, Dad. Maintain a safe distance and report back. Inner circle, over and out.
I'm an ugly motherfucker, but I work hella hard.
Sing it.
And you can write a blog about it.
I'm gonna
Don't knock
stop
the
throwing
hustle.
you alley-oops if
Don't
you're gonna
knock the
fucking brick the
hustle.
dunk. Okay.
Hey, I like that song.
I can't fucking escape
Leave
it.
a
Dude. I was in the
5-star
shower.
review
I was in the shower the other day, and she puts her phone on.
Can't knock the hustle.
Listen, I was in the shower the other day, and she puts her phone on and goes, "I'm gonna make you like this CD."
I love
I said,
it.
"No, this is like fucking torture. This is your version of holding me hostage with Coldplay.
No,
this
I-
is not
Dude,
this is not
Coldplay?
okay."
Ugh.
I know, right? Compared to that, I think one of my favorite songs on the album is "Piece of Cake" because he's like, "Let's do hard drugs."
Oh, I haven't heard.
Oh.
I haven't heard that one.
You doesn't sound like you're missing out.
Oh, it's so funny, and I feel bad for him because even like living in LA is about like a girl that he likes. I guess I don't even know if he's married or not. Maybe it's somebody else he's singing for, but about like bitches like fucking him up because she cut me like a piece of cake. She cut me like a piece of cake.
Yeah, that sounds
Did you
fucking
watch?
dumb.
Did you watch that one video I sent you? Well, the Weezer one where he's sitting there and he's like Fred Rogers, where he's all putting on his sweater and changing his shoes, and it's all
That's
like
high
all
as a
this.
kite, right?
Yeah, and so like the song is all slow and everything,
High as a kite.
but then he starts going into playing it harder and doing that, and then like all the people in the audience are like freaking out, and the kids start crying and stuff. It's actually pretty funny.
I really like all of the songs.
That's your prerogative.
I do.
It's your prerogative.
Stop pushing your views on me. So we got to go to the movies this week.
The movie.
We did.
Did you get to see Captain Marvel?
No, I wanted to go last night. I didn't get a chance to.
Fuck.
Because I was going to be like surprised to be like, oh, guess what?
Yeah.
I watched it.
Well, the only reason why we got to see is because I took the day off because the appraiser came to the house and then he got off work early.
Yeah, and then he got spunk lube. We get it.
Well, I mean, like, can we spoil it for you?
That's fine.
Do you care?
We can spoil Umbrella Academy for him.
Yeah, he could care less.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, no. This is the part of the show where I will tell the listeners that we're going to spoil this movie in 5 seconds.
Think we should probably do Captain Marvel at the end so they could just like not listen.
No. If you do not want to have Captain Marvel spoiled for you, I understand. You have 5-second warning. 4, 3,
That's it, I'm
2, 1. Now, what did you think? Let's just start pretty basic. What did you think of that movie?
I really enjoyed the movie, not knowing any of the history of Captain Marvel and where he originated or she originated from. Because I think it used to be a male.
Yes,
it was.
It did.
Captain Marvel.
And in the movie, they changed Marvel to a woman.
A woman scientist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I'm a little confused about the Kree and the skull and the scrolls because they kind of make them. They make the scrolls as the victims in the movie.
They changed it around a little bit from the comic books because the Skrulls were like one of the main villain races, or
right since like 62 or something when they first showed their faces.
They're Fantastic Four villains predominantly. Yeah. They fucked with the Avengers, but they're the main driving force in the Fantastic Four for the most part.
Okay,
and they're fucking evil. And in this movie, they did like they did with Thanos. They, how they kind of tried to humanize Thanos a little bit, and he's like a tragic fucking villain.
Like he did it for a reason.
They did that they changed it around with the Skrulls, man. They made them to be like, well, we're just trying to find a home, and you keep fucking with us. Like they were like refugees and shit. Yeah, they were trying to they're just trying to live. They're just trying to get away, man. But,
all right.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna play that. I mean, they could still fucking change that because like, even the Kree weren't really bad guys per se, I don't think, in the book, but they painted that picture in this because you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy, Ronan, right? The dude with the hammer, the blue dude. He was in this because he was leading that faction of the group too in this movie with like Jude Law and the other fucking people or whatever.
What was their organization called?
I forget.
You said it did when we were talking to Uncle Chuck.
The Blue Man Group?
Right.
They were like the Alien SEAL Team 6. Like they were like doing fucking spec op missions and shit. And
okay.
It was pretty fucking dope. I like that. But they do. I think how they can do that is like this was just like that faction of those people, like this was like a right wing fucking crazy group or whatever, like it's not representative of the whole fucking picture. That's how I would see that they would play it out.
I mean, they had to do this movie since she's gonna, annihilate Thanos, but I thought it was well put together and it was a good like
I like the
origin
vibe.
movie.
I like the vibe because it was in the 90s, dude. Fucking, it was really cool. Like
I kept waiting the whole movie for Samuel L. Jackson for Fury to lose his eyeball. I'm like, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? And it's the most weird. He loses it in the most unsuspecting way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have to get
He got jizz in it?
Kind of.
He did. No, we don't have to get super specific with shit like
Right.
that, you know, but
Just saying.
no, yeah, no. The soundtrack kicked ass because it was like 90s, so it was like very 90s alternative, 90s grunge kind of thing.
Crashed into a blockbuster.
Crashed into a blockbuster, you know, like it was a lot of little fucking Easter eggs from our
Right.
youth, you know.
But there was a part that he didn't approve of.
Well, it's not that I didn't approve. I just thought it was fucking cheesy, okay? Because like throughout the whole movie, they're playing like I said, they're playing 90s songs and shit. You know, there's a lot of, and you know what? It was a lot of girl 90s bands because that was the whole theme of the movie, the rah rah girl power shit. You know,
Okay.
So it was a lot of Hole and a lot of fucking garbage and you
I
know,
like garbage.
whatever. But then at the part in the movie toward the middle to the end where she like unlocks her true potential or whatever and she realizes that she's this fucking badass, they start playing No Doubt's Just a Girl.
I was just going to say, did they play some No Doubt?
So so she's like looking at her hands all like, what can I do? And then you hear boom, doom, 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 doom. I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking cheesy bullshit, man. And then all of a sudden, I'm the badass of the world. And she's fucking whooping everybody's ass to fucking Gwen Stefani. And I'm like, it didn't take me out of it or anything. And there were a lot of like girl power themes in this, which is fine.
Was Spice Girls in
It don't
it?
bother me.
No, you know what? They were not. There was no Spice Girl songs in the movie.
That would have been over the top. That would have been cheesy shit.
I said, but I like that they do flashbacks because she doesn't really know what happened to her. She just kind of wakes up and is in this Kree army or whatever.
Yeah.
So when they do they're like the scrolls are trying to go through her brain to figure out, you know, who.
Which was badass technology, by the way.
Yeah.
They had this laser beam going through her mind, and then they can like see into her memories
like, turning
and play
it
it
like
like
a
a video.
Yeah.
Like they're rewinding her shit, and they're like looking and they're zooming in on different details and shit, and they're replaying different parts. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
So it
dude.
sounds like it's kind of like the Black Mirror thing, but little, you know, like with the mind thing of the chip or whatever that they can, you know, have the remote with or whatever.
Yeah, but it plays a significant part towards the end of the movie because when she's at the, what's it called, the intelligence or something?
Yeah, like she has to interface with this artificial intelligence.
And they manifest in whoever you feel is worthy of being manifested into. So,
someone that was important to you. That's how the thing comes to you or whatever.
So they, in the beginning, they're going through like her memories and stuff because they capture her or whatever, trying to figure out whatever. And then there's a part of the movie where they're like, without us, you're just human. So then it goes back to like her memories for every time that she fell down to every time that she had a hard time, she just got back up. And then she's like, you're right, I am only human. And I just thought that was like really powerful. And not just in a woman's aspect, but just as a human aspect.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you took it the right way as the human, but like, did you notice that every time...
Why are I just fucking talking about it? It's like, it's powerful to me. I know, I'm so emotional, I'm retarded.
Did you notice that every time she fell down, there was some sort of a man in her life standing above her telling her that she...
Oh, shit.
Did you notice that?
Nope.
The dad was there, the fucking drill instructor was there, the fucking guys in the Marines or whatever were there.
There's a reason why it's called a cockpit. He tells her.
That was funny.
Douche.
That was funny.
Yeah, but really good.
That was like a lot of the shit that I was talking about was that like it was those themes for like really no reason. Like it painted out like every fucking man in the movie except for Fury. Or Fury was like the fucking like
savior,
bumbling good cop, you know, because it was 30 fucking years ago or whatever. So he was like, you know, like just dirt almost.
They did such a good job of making him look young
with the hair and everything too. Yeah. But like Jude Law was see because they put this little thing behind her ear, right? And that was to like limit her. It was almost like a governor on her powers and shit, so she couldn't like fucking
Vanya.
So she couldn't fucking blow out, you know. And what was I gonna say? You just fucked me up with that.
I'm sorry.
I completely lost my train of thought.
Then she was like, we were gonna say she took it off.
Well,
and
no,
then that's when she was like a total
because
badass.
it was fucking, you know. They
restricting
were
her.
Restricting her and shit. And like they're sparring or whatever, like, you know, training or whatever. And he's telling her, you know, like you have to control your emotions. You can't just like, you know, act so whatever, you know, like you,
womanly.
Yeah, you know, because like,
I'm emotional all the time.
you know, because she blasts him, you know, with her fucking beams, and then he gets up and he's like, you have to control that and you have to check that and repress that, and that's the whole theme of the movie. Because then when she pulls the thing off, she's like, no, I
Fuck
don't.
you guys.
Kaboom! And then her hair's on fire and she's looking all fucking smoldering and shit. That's another thing, dude. The fucking ripped jeans and the 9 Inch Nails t-shirt that she's wearing the whole fucking movie, that got me going. I was like, I fucking, because I kind of dig her anyway. She's low key sexy, dude. She's fucking.
I wouldn't say she's low key.
I say she's low key. I say she's
because maybe you don't know her as well.
No, I've
Even though
seen
she's
her.
been in
No,
shit.
I've seen her in shit. I've seen her in plenty
What
of
has
shit.
she been in? Just I'm trying to, because I don't remember what she's been in.
Small roles that I can remember. Like I think she was in like some fucking romantic comedy. I think it might have been like the 5-Year Engagement she was in or something along those lines. I've seen her in other shit.
Okay.
She was someone's sister in one movie. I don't know. She's in like romantic comedy type shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
But dude, she was hot as shit, dude.
She was in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
She was the
the
girlfriend.
fucking she was the you've seen Scott Pilgrim, right?
No.
Oh my
Fucking
gosh.
Jason, do yourself that favor, dude.
I know. I wanted to see it. I
Fucking
just
A.
yeah.
Yeah, she was Envy Adams and fucking.
She was in 21 Jump Street, and then she was in Kong Skull Island, which I also
I knew
did that
that.
movie.
Yeah, I knew
13
that.
going on 30. But it's always been like smaller roles. This
Yes.
is like her first, like I think, real
breakout type thing.
real big role. Yeah.
Gotcha.
One thing that I dug was they had Stan Lee obviously pre-recorded before his death, you know, with his cameo, and he was sitting on the train reading the fucking script to Mallrats.
I thought that was
That's
cool.
funny.
Because they were, you know, it was like in
Yeah,
the time
because this was that time.
Yeah, Mallrats was being made, and they're in Hollywood or whatever. So it was like he was going to an audition for fucking
That's
Mallrats,
funny.
reading the script. It was fucking cool. And the whole beginning was a Stanley montage. You know where they bring the letters through in the beginning, where it's
Yeah.
Marvel Studios. It was all of his different cameos from
It was
all the
cool.
movies, like all kind of cut together and shit. It was fucking
It
dope,
was really
dude.
nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, I hope did they record a cameo of him for Avengers
I don't
4?
know.
That
I
might
don't know.
have
He
been the
might
last
have-
one.
Maybe they might hologram him in there. I don't know.
No, they wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
I thought that was cool.
But there's also some controversy around her because as soon as this movie came out and there was like all these people talking about how great it was, then of course all the trolls are going to come out and say, you know, she was saying that she was at the airport or whatever, and some guy said she was pretty and asked for her number, and she tweeted like, this is what it is being a woman, always on defense. And
Oh, get over yourself.
a lot of people disagreed with her and was like, this is not an assault. And it's kind of like the other thing that we were talking about with the Jussie guy. It's like now you're making people that are actually victims, you know,
Right.
not come out or
Crying
whatever.
wolf and shit.
Right. But then when you go back and look at the actual tweet, it happened in 2017, which really isn't that long ago. But that's what trolls do. And they go out and they pull stuff out.
Well, that's
You know?
the video that I saw too. She was at some award ceremony, and the big thing with that I saw with her for Captain Marvel was that she was restricting her press tour to only be minority women to be able to interview her. She wanted no white men
Right.
to be able to interview her for like press or anything like that. Which I mean, whatever. But I think that's kind of fucked up, you know, because you're trying to make a point. You're trying to say because what I was going to say was this video was that she was sick of old white men critics telling her what's wrong with her movies because her movies aren't made for them, or something to that
Something like
effect.
that, yeah.
You know, which. You know, I'm sorry, but you're in a game and you got to play by the fucking rules
Right.
of the game. You asked to be an actress, and there's going to be critics that
Right.
fucking critique your
But I
movies.
kind of understand what she's saying because she's like, I don't want to hear what an old white man says about A Wrinkle in Time. Like, that's not the demographic for that kind of movie.
Well, hey, check it out. It is the demographic for Captain Marvel, and that's
No,
the
I
one that
agree
put her
with
on the
you.
fucking map now.
I agree with you, but she wasn't just talking about Captain Marvel. She was talking
No, I
about just
understand.
movies in general. I think that now that she's so popular, she's using that platform for that. I'm not saying that I
Yeah.
don't disagree with her take on things, but I kind of get it.
Well, she's doing that for her press tour for Captain Marvel. You know, like she wants to be interviewed
Because
by
she can now because she's fucking there.
Exactly. And I mean, you know, what the fuck ever. If she can punch her own ticket, you know, fucking do it. But my whole thing is, don't do exactly what you're fighting against being done to you to prove a point. You know, like
Right.
two wrongs don't make a fucking right almost. You know, like you want equality and you want fucking more women's rights and shit like that. the fucking best move for you to do isn't to say, I want no men. You know, like...
And she's not the first.
Don't paint with that broad brush.
It's not like she's the original superhero woman. I mean, Wonder Woman is way more popular than Captain Marvel. And like we stated before, Captain Marvel used to be a fucking dude. So...
How about this? On the flip side, the fanboys and shit aren't digging her because of like all that stuff.
Her cuntiness?
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, like you're blending real world with a character, you know, because it's kind of like Star Wars when the new Star Wars came out and the lead was a fucking female, and you know, Star Wars nerds just their brains erupted and shit because they couldn't handle that. Same fucking thing. Like the most powerful character in the goddamn Marvel universe that's going to come and save the day from the one thing that fucking killed half the fucking people is a woman. Oh my god. You know, like it's the end of everyone's fucking world right now. Not even realizing that she became a popular character in the 70s during the fucking original feminist movement, you know, like, and her original character's name was Ms. Marvel, MS.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like, fucking, she's all about goddamn women's empowerment and shit. Fucking get over yourself, you know? I don't know. Whatever.
No, for sure. But
why do you let shit like that bother you anyway? It's a motherfucking movie, dude.
Because people gotta dig into shit.
God.
That's why I wish the internet would just die.
What happened to not liking a movie because it sucked? You know?
Right.
Or liking a movie because it's great. Not disliking it because of the fucking actors' politics or, you know, their stance on shit. You know, like, I'm going to boycott this movie because Brie Larson won't fucking let a white dude talk to her.
I mean, and everybody's going to have their own opinion anyway. I mean, look how many movies I like that you think are shit, you know, or whatever.
And vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it just is what it is. It's like, everybody's got their own opinion.
I'm telling you, how can you never have seen Scott Pilgrim? And you're like, my life has been the same ever since I'd never have saw it.
Right.
So.
It is a really good movie.
It is.
No, I know, and I've wanted to see it. I just haven't.
You know what? Fucking hit that pen and watch Scott Pilgrim, dude, because there's all kinds of trippy shit.
It's cool.
in there.
It's like comic is like pow, bang.
It's video games more than comic. Yeah.
Well, whatever. Maybe I'm thinking of the other one.
Well, I mean, it was a graphic
Kick-Ass
novel,
or
so you're
something.
right.
I'm thinking of Kick-Ass.
I've seen that.
How about my fucking take on Captain Marvel? That it's actually a fucking government propaganda piece.
Why?
Because this is what they do. They fucking put out movies and they tell you it's fantasy, but it's actually reality. The Skrulls are the fucking reptilians.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They fucking shapeshift and they're fucking...
What's that guy's name? What the fuck is his name?
Who?
Your boyfriend?
Alex Jones?
Yeah, don't go Alex Jones. We ain't got 5 hours to talk about
I understand, but listen, I said this in 1995 when Men in Black came out. I was like, this shit's real, and now they're putting it in a goddamn movie and they're making a mockery of it, and Will Smith's fucking dancing around cutting a goddamn single, and the fucking Men in Black are real and they're goddamn alien people and shit, and they're putting it in a movie.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, well, it's happening now too, because the Skrulls are the reptilians, the fucking Kree are the Pleiadians, the shit's fucking happening, the fucking Skrulls are in the Skrulls, the storyline's called Secret Invasion. They fucking infiltrate the goddamn government and shit, and they shapeshift into fucking positions of power to take over the fucking world, Jason. It's happening.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep for a second.
I'll just follow and see what happens.
That's all I was thinking when we were watching this. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this is just like, this is what's happening now.
And I bet you nobody else in that theater, because there's probably like 6 other people there, know who the Ashtar people are.
Listen to this.
There's only 6 people in the theater.
Yeah, because I mean, we
It
went.
was a Wednesday at fucking noon.
Yeah, but the first week it came out, right?
Next week's gonna be back because everybody's on spring break.
Listen to this one though. How long ago was it that I was telling you I thought our cat was an alien?
Since we got her.
20 years ago. I said, I think cats are aliens. And I'm telling her this, and I had a whole fucking thing why, dude, with
They're
the
too
whole
smart.
Egyptian fucking thing. Look into their eyes. They're not goddamn normal, dude. They're not fucking normal. They're cats. Exactly.
They're creepy.
Cats and the cat in this fucking movie, Goose, Top Gun reference, fucking cat was Goose, was a goddamn alien. Opened up its mouth and fucking tentacles come flying out and shit. Blah, blah. I said,
hey,
I told you.
Cats would
like
fucking
Ben.
kill you if they could.
Like Ben.
Oh, okay. She keeps
Umbrella
throwing
Academy
Umbrella
shit.
Academy shit at me.
Maybe you're not there yet. You haven't
No,
finished it.
I finished it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a dope movie, though.
I
liked
really
it.
enjoyed it.
It's a good setup. It comes, and we're only, I think, 3 or 4 weeks away from the Avengers movie.
But you need to make sure what day you want off so I can request it.
Yeah.
That shit looks amazing.
You need to take the same day off so we can all fucking go.
Go, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
No, not we'll see. You make that shit happen, bitch. Make it happen. How about you tell us what day you want to take, and
How
then
about you
we'll,
make it happen?
I mean, I have to
we'll
look
go.
at the calendar.
Look at the fucking calendar.
It's slim
Look at the fucking
pickings
calendar.
on
Look at the
asking
fucking
time off for work. So
What?
Look at the fucking calendar.
You got time. You should be able to use it.
only 2 people. Yeah, I have the time. That's not the problem. Only 2 people a day can take time off, and when 2 people are already off, you can't.
We can work out these details.
It comes
off
on
the air.
April 8th.
April
No,
8th.
it comes out the 26th.
26th.
April 26th.
So anytime after that, you just let us know.
All right.
What day is that?
Breaking, well, it'll be Friday. Breaking comic news today.
Uh-oh.
We talked about this over the summer. James Gunn got removed from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. James Gunn got reinstated to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 today. So there's a win.
So there's enough time has passed.
Well, here's the thing. Well, here's what I read is that when it originally happened, Disney never sought a new replacement for him.
He just said, "Hey, bitch, you gotta
They
get out of the
just said,
spotlight for a while."
"Hey, listen, we're going to separate ourselves from you."
Go on the DL.
He went to DC. He's going to do the new Suicide Squad movie and shit. He went to Warner Brothers. He's writing that. And then now they're reinstating him. Apparently, he never was actually off the project in quotes, but I guess they had to do what they had to do because of the fucking masses, and shit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Here's a win on the flip side for something where the internet couldn't get somebody fucking fired.
Yeah, fuck
for
you,
some
internet.
stupid shit,
See, you know what's funny? I don't even remember, to tell you the truth, why he was...
His tweets.
I know, but I don't even remember what the
like
tweets were about.
Child molestation.
They were jokes.
Yeah, there
were
were some tasteless tweets,
about
but I mean,
kids,
fucking whatever, dude.
pedophilia jokes or something.
Yeah.
But then, like we talked about before, the retweets, he got like 2 or 3. It's not like it was like
Catapulting him into the spotlight.
So, but it was like back from 2002. Like it was way fucking long time ago. Might have been even sooner than that. But that's what them fucking trolls do. They just look for shit, So I'm glad he's reinstated because he's awesome.
I am too. Yeah. Well, I think what probably played into a little bit of that because I mean Disney's not just going to be fucking awesome to be awesome. Disney's going to toe the line and they're going to do what they need to do to keep the fucking engine moving. I think what did it was pretty much the whole cast of Guardians of the Galaxy saying get fucked if he doesn't come back.
Maybe.
It was fucking Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, fucking Dave Bautista. The whole goddamn crew was like, get fucked unless he comes back.
Right. But I wonder if he had anything to do with Endgame since Guardians will probably make an appearance in that.
Well,
or if there's going to be another
Rocket's
Guardian.
the only one alive, I think, right now.
I saw him on Groot in the new trailer, didn't I?
No, Groot fucking died.
Whose shoulder was he sitting on?
War Machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rocket's the only one still kicking.
Okay.
The rest of the Guardians are fucking...
Did you watch the new trailer?
Yeah, I
watch the
did.
new trailer?
Mhm.
It looks good, man.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Jeremy Renner popped on. I was like, hey.
You know what? I was talking with...
He has a haircut kind of like yours.
Yeah, he did.
I was talking with some of the other Inner Circle guys in our group chat, and when it came out, we were all, talking about it or whatever, and Jason Almy was saying how he wished that there were more feature movies for some of the original Avengers from the first wave, like a Black Widow or a Hawkeye or something like that. And I said, yeah, Dutchie wants a Hawkeye movie too, just because Jeremy Renner makes the fucking undercarriage moist.
Yes, he does.
I mean, they could.
Yeah.
Well, now it's over. After the next movie next month, I think a lot of those characters are finito.
Well, and the Hawkeye's Ronin now. He's not even Hawkeye anymore, so.
See him training his daughter how to shoot that bow and arrow and shit?
Yeah,
Shit.
I was jealous.
10 years, they'll be rebooting all this fucking shit again.
I don't think they will.
Oh,
I think that they've nailed it so perfectly. I don't think that
they won't have to.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
I know X-Men's going to be redone.
No, yeah, X-Men is going to be the next
Wolverine.
So that's kind of be the next thing they're going to work on.
Yeah.
Do you know who's in line to be the next Wolverine? They had my boy Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. He's one of them.
I don't even know who that is.
You know who Jensen Ackles is? He's from
Never heard of
Supernatural.
the
I feel like it's a fucking household name. What
Jensen Ackles?
You don't know
Yeah.
what Jensen Ackles is?
Don't know.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. They had like the top 15 people, and they were looking for. They had the guy from that motorcycle show, Sons of Anarchy or whatever.
I mean, to me, I know some of those movies were shit, but to me, I love the way that he played Wolverine.
No, he was probably the bright spot out of that whole.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Oh,
out,
for
out
sure.
of that whole mess, he was probably the lone bright spot.
Well,
I think
Tom Hardy's also up for it. I think
he's not going to do it because he was
he's
just Venom. Yeah.
I think Scott Eastwood would be a good.
I don't know who the fuck that is either.
Clint Eastwood's son.
I was just gonna say, is that his son or something?
Yeah,
That doesn't show me who the fuck he is just because that's who his dad is. You and your goddamn tone. His dad makes me know who he is.
Jason Jason
Go ahead.
Momoa. Jason
Make my
Momoa is on
day.
the list.
Jason
Liam
Momoa ain't
has
no goddamn Wolverine.
Liam Hemsworth's on the list. No, Jason Momoa is
You're reading
Aquaman all
some,
day.
yeah, you're reading some housewife wish list is what you're fucking
I'm
reading.
not.
Yes, you are. What website are you on? Disreputable fucking moviefacts.com?
IMDb, motherfucker.
Since when does IMDb have fucking forward information? They're all about past shit.
It said it was, Wolverine casting suggestions.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting that Jason plays him. Fucking
That's
put that on
Scott
IMDb. What has he ever done? What is he?
He's been in movies.
He looks like a fucking Aryan Nation date rapist.
He's fucking hot. I don't care what you say.
Well, you like racists, apparently.
All right. Hey, fuck me. Whatever. It's cool. As long as you don't tell me you're racist, that's fine. I'm all right.
Okay.
Keep that shit to yourself. Fine.
So we're dragging kind of long. We've got a couple voicemail questions this week.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we do.
Sweet. Jamie Doran. Nope.
She's on that.
I know. Here, let me play the
What's
first
that
one.
called? Moistmarvel.com or something?
Ooh, that's a good. We should launch that shit. We'd make bank.
All right, let's play the first one.
All right.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Duchess. It's Hunter, the other co-host of The Plunge.
Oh.
Thought I'd call in with a pretty good story about the last girl that I fucked.
Awesome.
So we've been talking for a couple weeks.
Weird
and
flex, but okay.
We started
fuck
having
girls?
sex, and there was a day where she started kind of like acting weird, like sending me weird pictures of me from Facebook from when I was in like 8th grade with her head cropped in, all that crazy shit.
Oh my god.
Fast forward like 6
That's some
hours
new
after
shit.
that.
That's some
After
next level
me and
shit.
the girl smash, she's laying next to me in bed, and she just looks at me and goes,
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't even care if I got pregnant.
What?
And let me tell you,
Red flag.
that's never the conversation you're expecting after sex, after knowing someone for like 2 weeks.
Nope. Her
So
clock's
I
ticking,
all but
Hunter.
like freaked the fuck out, like right on the spot.
I would have pushed that bitch out the bed.
And
Get
to
the
kind of
fuck out.
backtrack, because I think she knows that she said something fucking weird. She was like, "Yeah, then I wouldn't even have to work." And then just
Bitch, yes, you
fucking
do.
radio silence from me. Next day, told her I wasn't over my ex, which was a complete fucking lie, and got the fuck out of there.
Good call, bro. Good call, Mo, bro.
So I guess I got a question for you guys too. What's the most fucked up situation you've been in regarding sex or things that happened after sex?
Oh my god.
Thank you.
That's not a question for us because we've been with our people so long.
Well, not even that, but I mean, like for us, it's probably episode 41, correct?
Want
I
to
mean,
fart in the face?
I mean, that's your casting couch audition fucking tape for
Shots in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Hunter, just go back and listen to episode 41. About the half-hour mark, I believe, is when
Something like
we
that.
start talking about it.
But let me address this crazy bitch because bitches be crazy. You still gotta work. You still gotta work, bitch.
How fucking new school of a problem is that where you're
Right.
getting photoshopped into pictures and shit?
You know what?
That's fucking crazy.
Hunter,
Hey, throw me one of them beers.
don't tell bitches you gonna be a pharmacist because they know you gonna bank.
I was going to say, I mean,
Yep.
I thought he was one of the ones that was doing that.
He
so.
got into pharmacy school. He's gonna be making bank.
He's got his whole life ahead of him.
Tell bitches.
She know.
Tell
She
bitches
know.
that you a Walmart greeter. And
They
then,
just got rid of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't see that?
Tell bitches that you do something that's not going to make a lot of money, and then see how they react.
Like you clean the toilets at the Walmart.
Yeah, like you a janitor or something. But if that bitch would have said that to me, I pushed her out the bed and said bye.
Jason, do you
Be like, bitch, that's why I nutted on your face.
It burns a little.
Jason, what's your most awkward thing regarding sex? Do you have one of those stories? It doesn't have to be with
doesn't
your.
have to be with that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be with your lady. I mean, I know you
No,
smashed all
no,
over the
like-
fucking teenage years. We can call Gary. If
I
you
mean,
want.
it wasn't me, but I was there. Like, I think I explained. Yeah, and I think that's probably what it was. Where flashback to whatever episode it was.
Oh,
But,
I got that clip saved. I could pull that up and insert it right there.
Do it.
But yeah, like
Got your bucket in the cabinet.
we were sitting there and we were at a party, and then next thing I know, the guy just pulls his dick out, and the girl starts sucking it right there in front of there was at least 15 people in that
Jesus
room.
Christ.
And
that happened in our day too, man. That must have been like a '90s thing. Like, girls just fucked in front of crowds.
Well, because in
I
that same
guess so.
episode, I think I told the story that I was at a party and I had a boyfriend at the time, so I wasn't doing any dick sucking.
They were waiting in line,
There
you
were
said.
two guys sitting in chairs, and they were waiting in line, and the girls would suck their dick for a minute and then go back to the back of the line. And the next one would come up and suck them for a minute and go to the back
This
of the
is
line.
like hot potato. Like, who's going to take the fucking shot to the mouth? Like, everybody suck a little bit, and then he's going to get to the... Eventually, someone's getting that fucking shot in the mouth.
Yeah,
it's like a game, dude.
Yeah, it's like...
Musical chairs and shit.
Or no, it's like, dick roulette or whatever.
Wow.
But then the guy's mom, whose house was just like in her bedroom watching TV, smoking cigs.
That's Indiana as fuck.
True.
I was going to say, that does sound kind of like Florida, but yeah. It's,
they're cousins.
Yeah,
Indiana
close.
and Florida. Yeah.
No, to elaborate on our story a little bit, like I was getting close to where I was about to come, and then a fart came out, and then I laughed for about 10 minutes, and he was like, what? And he fell off the bed or whatever, and I just laughed and laughed. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like, because you're doing the right thing. You're going down on your lady, and then all of a sudden she fucking lets one rip right in your face. I mean, like, that's... How do you come back from that, you know? How do you come back from that? And then she's laughing at you on top of it. She's like, I just did that to you, and fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, because, we've come to the conclusion that farts are funny. It doesn't matter when it happens.
Would you do fucking research? What do you mean we come to the
talked
conclusion?
about this last time.
Yeah, farts are funny. The kids know that farts are funny.
Right, and they're always going to be funny. Doesn't matter what the situation is.
Because it wasn't your face.
It was your chin. You're fine.
I had doo-doo on my tongue.
No, you didn't. I didn't shit in your mouth. That's a different website.
That air was in her butt.
That air was in her butt. Episode 78, their air was in her butt.
That was in her bowels.
Oh my god.
Wow, you're fucking getting clinical on me, man.
I think bowels would be worse.
Bowels sounds worse. That sounds like the fucking, yeah.
It's like just in my butt, okay, but in my bowels, I'm like, that's some serious
Yeah,
shit.
that's an old moldy crawl space, dude. Fucking bowels.
Oh, for sure. I ain't denying that shit. That's crazy.
Fucking Hunter.
But anyway, good thing you got rid of that bitch because she crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck her. Not anymore.
No, next one that does that, just nut all up in there. See what happens.
Dude, yeah, well, I mean, that's psycho anyway. Like, I wouldn't mind getting pregnant even, but like the fucking taking old pictures from his Facebook and photoshopping herself in there. I mean, like, that's like psycho shit. That's like fucking serial killer shit, right?
Well, she hadn't had long enough time to like incorporate herself really in the pictures. So she was,
So you fucking wait.
She just couldn't, dude.
I can't see myself with you not working.
I think women get attached way quicker than dudes do, for the most part.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you can't make
You don't think
generalizations
so?
like that because it goes both ways.
No,
dude.
because I've been there.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from my experience. It's like, you think that there's something there, and then the other dude's like, hey, this crazy bitch over here. And it's like,
From
oh,
your
I thought we really
experience?
had a good time.
From your experience,
No, I just
when we got together when you were 18.
No, I just meant I meant the attachment part, not the whole like crazy part. I've never done any shit like that.
No, never.
But I would get mad if my boyfriend at the time wanted to go play basketball with his friends.
I've had
Like back in like grade school and stuff. I'd be like laying watching TV or whatever, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna go play basketball. I'm like, ugh. Even though we're just sitting there doing nothing but holding hands, I got mad. I would get mad.
That's Jason now. That's why he's like, I got no time. I got to watch Law and Order with Beth every fucking night because
So I can hold her hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's awake, so I'm sorry. Maybe she'll go to sleep soon, and then I'll see you on Xbox.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm like that with Ghost Adventures. I get it.
Speaking of Lady B, we got a voicemail from
sweet.
the old
Hey,
queen.
Beth.
So
the old queen.
She's a Lady Beth.
let's see what she says.
Hey, everybody, it's Beth.
I just love her
Queen
voice.
Bee. First time calling in, long time listener.
All the single ladies.
I wanted to see if y'all wanted to chat some more. I know you've touched on this in the past about people being fucking responsible for their own shit.
I thought she was gonna say
The whole college scandal going on with Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin has been an issue this week, and they have consequently pulled another one of my favorite shows, When Calls the Heart.
Damn it.
And y'all can laugh about that, I know you will.
I've never watched
but
that
a long
shit.
time ago, they pulled The Cosby Show, which is another one of my favorites. And so I'm just really pissed because just because an actor or an actress does something stupid in their own personal life doesn't mean that the TV show that they're on isn't good quality. And then another thing that we can talk about is how all of these
She's so
people
cute.
that are supposedly goody-goodies that have these really good reputations and images suddenly come out that they are criminals or rapists or child molesters. You know, we've got this new scandal and then the Bill Cosby issue. The Dad from Seventh Heaven, great show. Another good show I don't get to watch anymore.
Was a great show.
Anyways, they're all like
pedophiles got to mess it up.
freaks and criminals.
So
that's my main thing for the week. That's what I've been ruminating on. Wanted to hear your opinions. Hope you all have a good one. Bye.
Do you want to know how much money they're getting sued for?
Who?
The bitches that are doing the college scandal. $500 billion.
With a B?
$500 billion.
Who are they getting sued by?
Well,
All the
apparently
parents.
it was a huge ring that they were like. These were all like high.
Tell me they had a cool name like Skulls or fucking Hydra or something.
No, it wasn't anything cool like that. But there was a website that you can go
Fuller
to
House.
get. No. There was one guy. His last name was Singer, who was like the ringleader guy.
Was it Bryan Singer from X-Men?
No.
The director of
The
X-Men?
ringlinger?
The ringlinger.
The ringleader?
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real fucking salty if it is Brian when you just like no.
No.
What other fucking singer do you know?
I didn't know the wedding singer. I know.
Simpleton.
It's just fucking crazy because they would pay for their kids to get like special.
Yeah, I was gonna say explain what she's talking about for anyone that might not have seen.
Well,
these
basically, these
stories.
rich bitches are paying for their kids to get into college, and they pay for these special tutors to take like SAT tests and ACT tests. And there's a website that is actually legit because I checked it out, and it says like you pay so much money, and if your score doesn't go up, it's like $400 for like a take at your own time or whatever. And it guarantees that your SATs or ACT scores go up by 200 points. And it's crazy.
Well, yeah, some of the ways that they were doing it is the people, I don't know what they're called, but the people that, like, you know, when you're taking the test, like you didn't take the test and turn it into the person or whatever.
Like whoever's administrating.
Yeah,
the test?
whoever
Or
the administrator is there at the time or whatever that takes the test. So some of the things that they were doing is when the kid would go to turn in the test, that person would then take that test, take it out of the pile, and then place another one in the pile with their information on it with better scores on it.
And what else they would do is they would, I guess, bribe the teachers to have substitute test takers. Like the one guy, he was paid $10,000 each time he took an SAT or ACT in place of a student. And they don't know how much money he made, but they're going for $450,000 worth of damages towards this one person.
Now, who's actually moving with the lawsuit? Is it like a class action thing of all the parents that didn't get in?
It's a class action thing because you got mom saying there like, you know, it sucks that my kid worked hard and they earned this, and then, you know, this rich bitch comes in with some money and then my kid gets pushed aside because they were going as far as to bribing the coaches to put out fake profiles and shit.
There was a coach that they paid, right, for like a rowing team for some school or something. To have them pick this rich kid's kid, or the kid never rode a fucking day in their life, but they paid the coach to pick that kid to go to their school so they could get into the school. Like just crazy shit. Like,
Well, see, and
A volleyball, and there was like water polo and.
Well, here's the point that we brought up when we talked to Brooke and Randall this week when we were on Married as Fuck, because they asked us the same question, what we thought about. Shout out to them, and you can find that episode on their feed, Married AF. What Brooke asked you, or Randall asked you, Melissa, was that why would these people that have all this money, you know, like these celebrities and whatever, that could just pay to send their kids to college or whatever, why are they doing like all this like backhanded under the table shit to get them into the school? Why don't they just fucking pay to get them in?
Right.
You know, why don't they just, is it because they weren't accepted? Like they're dumb?
Yeah, I guess they're just not smart enough to actually get accepted to the school.
Take
is the
the
problem.
tests and get accepted. So they're doing everything to get them accepted.
Right.
And then they're going to the board with these test scores that other people have taken or they have paid for. Or, you know, athletic scholarships for people that haven't even played the sport, like Jason was saying, to get them accepted into the school.
Well, like you said, do it like they've always done. build a fucking library, make a sizable donation. You know, like that's how you grease the fucking wheels that way. You know, like you're still doing it under, you know, false pretenses or whatever, but you're fucking not going to get sued or arrested or whatever.
Right. Well, I mean, the Aunt Becky she's not going to be in the last, whatever, the Fuller House. She got dropped from the Hallmark Channel. Her daughter is a spokesperson, and what's the word for the Instagram people? Influencer? For like Sephora Beauty, she got dropped from her contract.
I think it was her daughter that was supposedly like she was being this huge bitch or whatever, like apparently on social media. But then when people started calling her out on it, like I guess she started backing down and apologizing. But so it sounds like she's a winner to begin with. But
one big problem I had with Beth's voicemail is that she used Aunt Becky's proper name.
Oh,
why that's Aunt fucking Becky? Why are you calling her Lori Laughlin?
Well, because funny enough, I didn't know anything about any of this.
Oh, so shocker!
Until yesterday,
Jason doesn't know what's going on.
And then she's like, "Yeah, you haven't heard about Lori Laughlin or whatever the fuck her name is," and I'm like, "I don't even know who you're talking about." And she's like, "From When Calls the Heart." Okay, I'm like, "Well, I do know that show because you watch it," but I'm like,
"That it's not from Full House."
Well, and then she's like Aunt Becky, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and then you're like,
okay.
"Oh, ding, ding, ding!"
Yeah.
Lead with the fucking strong shit.
Well, in some of the
When Calls the
universities,
Heart. Didn't you even know?
I won't watch anything that'll make me cry because I cry anyway. But the schools that were involved were Georgetown, Stanford, Yale, the University of California, Los Angeles, the University of San Diego, Southern California, University of Texas, and Wake Forest University.
Yeah.
I recognize 2 of those schools.
Well, that's because you don't do
Stanford
sports.
and Yale.
It's fucking March Madness. You recognize all of them.
It was funny because I guess one of the parents that was, I don't know if it was this, you know, Aunt Becky that said this or not, but one of them was like,
"Thank you.
Well, I don't want, you know, my kids getting into somewhere like ASU," and Beth's like, "I don't even know what that is." And I said, "Well, I think that's Arizona State, which is a big party school."
Hell yeah!
And I was like, "That's probably why they."
Shout out to the Hood Diner.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting sued for $500 billion, and the Laughlin, and I guess she's married to like a fashion designer person. They paid $500,000 to bolster their 2 daughters' chances of gaining admission to the University of Southern California. And then
SC doesn't seem like a hard school to get into. Fucking Mark Sanchez went there, and he was a shitty quarterback.
I think but this is in California. That's one of it's like Stanford and USC.
Talking about SC, SC doesn't seem like a hard school to get into.
The other bitch is married to the William H. Macy.
H. Macy.
Yeah, William H. Macy.
She was one of the housewives.
The
blonde. She was one of the housewives on that.
On
show.
The Real Housewives.
Yeah,
but
not the Real like. You know the show? Was it called The Real Housewives?
Yeah, I think so. But he was never on there.
Of what? Orange County?
No,
not
Orange County.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a.
Was it the fake Housewives one?
It was the fake one.
Do you remember we watched that? It was
the one that had the Spanish chick in it that was hot. Like what's her? Fuck, I can't think right now.
But I think it was
you
like
know it if you
we used
saw
to
it.
watch
Sofia Vergara?
No.
It's like a spoof of the Real Housewives show. We used to watch it, and it was like they made fun of each housewife or whatever, but different characters.
For like a hot
it had what's his name? It had the girl that was. Do you remember the Superman series with who played the Superman TV person for the longest time when we were younger?
Talking about Smallville?
Yes. Who was that?
I know who the guy is.
I don't know his name. I would know him if I saw him, but I don't know his name.
Do you know the girl who played Lois Lane in that with him?
The dark hair chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her.
What about
she
her?
was on the Housewife show.
That don't ring a bell.
Terry Hatcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about fucking Dean Cain and shit.
But Terry Hatcher was in the Housewife show.
Desperate Housewives.
Smallville?
Desperate Housewives. Thank you.
Oh,
Desperate
That ain't
Housewives.
Smallville,
She was
dog.
in Desperate Housewives.
That was fucking Lois and Clark or whatever.
Lois, you're right. It was Lois and Clark.
They only paid $15,000 to get one of their daughters in limited time to take their SAT test. So I'm like, dang, that sucks. You pay $15,000, you're getting sued for $500 billion. And it's funny because there was
the other one.
Oh,
Felicity Huffman.
I
was
didn't
the other
recognize the name, but I know her face.
Yeah.
What does she do?
She was on Desperate
She's an
Housewives.
actress. She's the one married to William H. Macy.
But it's funny because it was
I'm putting it together.
a story of him, and it said Macy told Men's Journal, "Never lie. That's the cheapest way to go." And they're paying to get their daughter extra time to take the SAT tests.
Well, that
Eva
sucks.
Longoria was the Spanish chick I was telling you that.
Oh,
You went
okay.
deeper than I intended.
Sorry.
I thought you meant like now.
Oh, no, this is the old show.
Yeah, you went deeper than I intended you to go.
She wasn't involved. I just was trying to get you to realize what show I was talking about.
I was in the wrong decade. I was in the fucking 2010s, and you were in the 2000s.
Gotcha.
Or the aughts.
The aughts. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, Aunt Becky was released on I think it was $1 million bond or something.
You know what? I don't even care. How fucking hot is she still? I think she's hotter now than she was.
She is hot.
So is John Stamos.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's another person that doesn't age.
Oh my god, dude! It's how that yogurt eats.
Best
keeps him rugged.
You know what? When we talked about this when we were on Married as Fuck, I didn't really know much about it, and I really still don't. So I guess not much has changed. But we were speculating why they would have done this or whatever. And my thing was. Perhaps that, because their kids have grown up in like the participation trophy era, that like they just have to feel recognized or special because they're getting a scholarship, even though the parents can fucking pay to go or whatever. But now obviously all this has come out. So, I mean,
yeah, I think it's just they needed to.
Their kids were too dumb.
There's there's a layer. So they're paying this first layer to get the stuff to take to the second layer to actually get the acceptance.
Damn, there's fucking layers to the layers.
I think so.
Yeah, it was probably one of those things. They were these privileged kids,
of course,
that were like, well, fuck it. Why do I gotta do good in school? And I'm saying in high school and stuff like that. So that's probably.
But then to be a parent and put all this money out cheating to get your kid into college and then to just fuck it up anyway doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed.
It's amazing how much stuff's coming out against Hollywood nowadays, though.
No, I know. This is actually kind of a tease to the next Comedy is Dead that we're planning, because it's kind of similar. The episode that we're thinking about is like with like Michael Jackson and R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and like all the fucked up shit. Like, can you separate the art from the artist kind of thing? Like how we've talked about little bits in the past. And we
Like, I'll still watch the Cosby Show.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to...
We kind of fall on that side where most people are like, fucking boycott everything. Boycott. Right. And that's so funny about Michael Jackson now with that fucking documentary. And we won't get into it too much because I haven't even seen it. But everyone's fucking outraged now about Michael Jackson. And I said, when we were talking about it on their show, like, dude, this was like a common fucking joke when I was like 10. He's raping Macaulay Culkin.
Right.
He's fucking like this.
Yeah, I remember that.
We joked about it with each other. And now all of a sudden, because HBO put out a fucking documentary, everyone's like appalled oh my god, we knew this shit for 20 fucking years, man. Like, and now it's a big thing,
right?
I bet you them parents were getting payouts too.
That's the thing. They were fucking pimping their kids out, man. This was like low key sex trafficking and shit. They were like, crazy. Michael's the fucking king of pop. He wants to touch our kid, but we're going to Hawaii, so what the fuck ever.
There we go. But like I've said before, I think that there's a difference between R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, where Michael Jackson was just like, he's mentally fucked up.
Right.
And R. Kelly just got a fetish.
Well, yeah. You know what? And that's the best interview, too, was the R. Kelly. Did you see that?
The one where he got up and started yelling?
I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. I love women of all ages.
Shouldn't be pissing on him, though. You can love him.
Like, is that the best wording you should?
No, he has absolutely no PR team. Whoever let him do that interview needs to, like, what the fuck, dude? And he's been in and out of jail like 3 times this past week. I think a fan fucking paid his bail, like $100,000, and bailed him out and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's going to fucking prison, whatever.
Right.
But I'm still gonna bang Ignition. That's the theme of the fucking week, dude. I've played Ignition 17 fucking times this week.
We still need our Jeep.
Yes, we do.
We bumping that shit.
Who got the keys to my Jeep?
Beep,
you know what? I'm guessing you haven't heard that song, the R. Kelly song.
No.
We're gonna go.
I love women of all ages.
Yeah, we're gonna go out on that since we play songs, and it's a musical episode. This week, so I'm gonna find that one for you because it's good.
It's pretty funny.
Anybody following that R. Kelly story like I am?
Oh yeah.
That Gayle King interview is real good. Gail's all calm.
Oh my God,
she was amazing.
How can I work? How can I get paid? How can I take care of my kids? How?
Your ex-wife.
Sounds like a good song.
Can we get some music?
Here's the deal.
Sure.
I'm just being honest.
This isn't what we heard.
Hog that people. What would I hog that? You don't want to believe it. How? How can I pay child support? How can I work? How can I get paid? This is not about music. How can I take care of my kids? How can I work? How can I get paid?
At this point,
point, we briefly paused the interview to give Kelly a moment.
That's still good.
Robert.
This was a happy accident.
Yeah. I didn't know his name was Robert. There he is.
Listen to the audio, though, dude. That's the fucking jam, dude. I don't care if he's peeing on girls. Listen to that shit. That's a fucking banger. Let me see if I can try
That's
to find the
pretty
one
good.
I'm actually looking for.
Try the. Is there auto tune in any of them? They say because that's probably the one.
Older men that like younger women.
Oh, here we go. This is
There are
it.
younger women that like older men.
You an older man that likes younger women.
I'm an older man that love all women. All women. There are younger women that like older men.
You an older man that likes younger women.
I'm an older man that love all women. All women. Got little girls trapped in the basement. What? Helicopters over my house. I'm not a devil. I know me, them are monsters. You don't want to believe it. So-and-so did this to me. I didn't do this. R. Kelly did this to me. This is not me. I'm not a devil. I know me, them are monsters.
Crying Michael face.
There are younger women that like older men.
That's an old bitch. I'm an older man that love all women.
All women. There are younger women that like older men.
You an older man that likes younger women.
I'm an older man that love all women.
I love his fucking
all women
expression with his hands, man. Look at the size of that fucking stogie. Holy shit. Man, that's fucking killer, dude. The internet wins everything, dude.
Yeah,
the
dude.
internet fucking wins everything.
There's always somebody that can make some gold out of something.
Hell yeah, dude. The songs that they fucking A, dude. We're gonna ride out on that. Clink me this last fucking
I don't have a glass.
Jason. Happy fucking St. Patrick's Day, brother. I love y'all.
Yeah, man.
Let's fucking close this shop down. This has been another episode of Hashtag No Offense. If you're a new listener, which there are a multitude of lately, and we appreciate you fucking much, thanks for giving us a shot. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platforms. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and our new favorite app, Podcoin. Podcoin is where you gain coins and credits for listening to fucking podcasts. And if you're like me and you listen to podcasts all day, every day, why don't you listen through fucking Podcoin and get yourself a goddamn cup of coffee on the Hashtag No Offense show. That's what's up. You can reach us on all the social media platforms at HTNOS, HTNOS, on the web at HTNOS.com, or by emailing us at HTNOS@yahoo.com. You can also call into the hashtag hotline and leave us those hot voicemails like y'all have been doing, and we love you for that too. 813-773-5706 on the hashtag hotline.
Way to put that in the notes, babe.
Yes, I've updated my information. You may notice that I have omitted our Patreon plug. That's because I shut down fucking Patreon today.
Did you?
I shut the bitch down because, let me explain it to you. We have sponsors now, and we're doing pretty decent with those sponsors.
Sure.
So, and I never intend to put an episode behind a paywall on Patreon to where you're going to have to pay to get our content.
Anyway, yeah.
So, and if you dig us and you want a fucking sticker and you email me and say, I dig you and I want a fucking sticker, I'll send you a fucking sticker. So really there's no point of having a Patreon other than like a goddamn tip jar. And if you really want a tip jar, I'll give you my fucking, my PayPal. You can just drop us a couple bucks or, you know, if you're about town, you can take me out to 4 Stacks and buy me a fucking beer. I mean, that's how you can appreciate us. But in terms of Patreon, we love the people that were supporting us and we appreciate you, but you know, you no longer have to fucking do that. If you want to get a hold of me, I'm the Real Wutsky everywhere, Twitter and Instagram.
I'm Duchess Wutsky on Twitter.
Don't forget to go to Hemp Bombs and get your CBD on.
Yeah,
I see you eyeballing my fucking sticker.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
looking at
laptop
that
there.
sticker right now.
Hemp Bombs is the shit.
I'm really digging the partnership with Hemp Bombs because I use the product on a daily basis now, and
good shit.
yeah, I can get behind it. And dude, I'm gonna ask them if they can send us some fucking some shirts or something, some swag. So I mean, I could really rep the fucking Hemp Bombs and shit. Really digging them guys, man.
Give me a titty shirt.
I can get you a titty shirt or a real shirt, and I'll just make it a titty shirt for you.
All right.
One of the two. Yeah, I think that's about it. So thanks for tuning in this week. Happy St. Patrick's Day to fucking everybody. Get your Irish on. You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning, so fucking get it on. This has been another episode of Hashtag No Offense.
Peace.
I've seen dick sucking live.